Hey everyone, my name is Hugo. Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm gonna just do some movie pickups. It's gonna be the movies I picked up over the last couple of, I think 2 months since the last video I did. I don't think it's everything, but I kind of picked the highlights here and there. So yeah, I'm just gonna jump into it. It's gonna be a pretty long one because it's a lot. Part of it are Christmas gifts. So first off, I have not seen this one yet, but I've heard nothing but good things about it. It is Everything Everywhere All at Once or something like that. Yeah, Everything Everywhere All at Once. Nominated multiple times for Academy Awards, winning a lot, I think, like 6 or 7. Yeah, heard nothing but good things. Very excited about it. I'm gonna speed through these so that the video is not a week long. Next is a thrift find, which is The Great Wall. I've heard not great things about this movie, but it was $175 for a 4K with Matt Damon, and I do like Matt Damon a lot, so I couldn't pass on it. Next, I got as a gift for my wife, it's the new West Side Story with Rachel Zegler, the 4K edition. She loves musicals. She has a degree in musical theater, and this looked like a good one to watch together. Next are 2 pickups from when I went to London. I went into HMV there, and it's Terminator 1 and 2. Now, on Blu-ray. Fun fact, I've never seen the Terminator movies. I watched the first one in the meantime. I really liked it. Haven't seen the second one. I hear lots of good things about the second one as well, so I'm very excited to watch the second one. Next is on a recommendation from my brother-in-law. It's an anime called Belle, which is a Beauty and the Beast retelling. I haven't heard a lot about this movie. I got this at HMV as well in London. But my wife loves Beauty and the Beast. I like Beauty and the Beast a lot too, so we took him up on his recommendation and we bought it. And then we've got a couple of thrift finds. Now I don't buy a lot of, I kind of don't buy any DVDs brand new anymore. I would always go for the Blu-ray or the 4K if the price isn't too much of a difference. But in thrift stores, I will still buy some DVDs, either movies that I really have been meaning to watch. It's just there for 50 cents or $1 or something, well, €1. And I will just get it then, and then maybe eventually if I find the Blu-ray, I will just upgrade it. And another thing I buy still on DVD are steel cases, which is this one, and a couple more, and slipcase DVDs, and TV shows. I don't mind buying the TV shows on DVD. Usually it's a big price difference, so, and in the thrift store it's mostly DVDs. There's not a lot of Blu-rays that you can find there, so. But anyway, this is the Steelbook edition of The Grudge with Sarah Michelle Gellar, which you might know from Buffy the Vampire Slayer. I have never seen this movie. It looks very horror. It looks kind of spooky, so maybe this is something for Halloween season. But yeah, it's a pretty cool Steelbook edition. And then I got Eastern Promises with Viggo Mortensen. The price tag is still on there. It's also a thrift find. And yeah, I think this is like a Russian mobster movie. It looks pretty good. I looked up some reviews on it, and consensus was pretty good, so I'm excited for that one. Then another classic, Don't Shoot Me, that I didn't watch this one yet, but it's a Steelbook edition of 7 on DVD. Yeah, I've never seen this. I've heard lots of good things. I know the meme at the end, like, what's in the box?
What's in the bags, right?
That's about all I know of this movie. I know it's Brad Pitt. I know it's Morgan Freeman. And I'm very excited to finally watch this. Then this was a Christmas gift for my wife from me. I found it at a thrift store. It's one of her favorite childhood movies. It's Princess Ella with Anne Hathaway. It's a pretty cool steelbook. Lots of vibrant colors. I don't see this one often, so this was a pretty cool edition for 50 cents. Then a very underrated DreamWorks movie. It's Over the Hedge. with Steve Carell, Bruce Willis. The cast is stacked, and it's a slipcase edition. if I find this on Blu-ray, I will just upgrade it, but it was 50 cents, so, and I've been meaning to rewatch this movie. It's been a while. And I don't know if it's on anything. Then DVD, just a regular DVD from the thrift store, 28 Days Later. I've never seen this. It's with Cillian Murphy. I know there's a sequel, and then there's a new one, 28 Years Later, coming out soon. And yeah, so on that hype, I saw this at the thrift store, and I couldn't just pass on it. Then we got a good deal at HMV. It was 2 for $10 on the Blu-rays, and we got Silence of the Lambs. And with that deal, we also got The Last of Us Season 1 on Blu-ray. So it was €5 for a whole season on Blu-ray. It's a crazy good deal. And very excited to have these in the collection. Next up, another thrift find. It's True Grit. Stacked cast as well. Matt Damon, Josh Brolin, Jeff Bridges, Haley Steinfeld is in this as well. Nominated for 10 Oscars, 8 BAFTAs. I've never seen this, but it looks pretty good. I think it's a Western. Then we got The Departed. I have seen this. I didn't own it on Blu-ray yet. I think I own it on DVD somewhere. Yeah, really good movie, of course. It's got classic Jack Nicholson, Matt Damon. Who else is in this? Mark Wahlberg is in this. Yeah, really good, like, gangster movie. If you haven't seen it, that's definitely a recommendation. And then I found Olympus and London Has Fallen. I know these are not anything to write home about, but they're pretty fun action movies. I looked up the IMDb reviews of Olympus and London Has Fallen, and they're both like below 6. And I'm like, come on, these movies aren't trying anything crazy. They are very well aware that it's over-the-top action. It's like Fast and Furious. Like, don't take these kind of movies too seriously. I really enjoyed my time with these two. I haven't watched the last one. Which one is it? Eagle Has Fallen or something like that. Something about the plane crashing. I haven't watched that one. That one I hear is actually the better of the three. So, yeah. And then over the course of a couple of weeks, I found all the Pirates of the Caribbean movies in a slipcase cover. Pretty cool editions. Well, all. It's 4 out of 5. I've never watched the fifth one. Didn't love the fourth one, but obviously the first 3 are really, really good movies. It's one of my favorite franchises, favorite scores of all time. Then I found for only $3. Well, I always say dollar, but I mean euro. The first season of Gotham, which is a really good DC show. If you've never seen it, it's sort of a James Gordon origin story. There's a young Batman as well. It's like 12 years just after his parents got killed, and we see Jim Gordon work his way up in the ranks of the GCPD, the Gotham Police Department. Okay, what the fuck? Next up is the 3 Star Trek movies. These are the movies by J.J. Abrams. It stars Chris Pine, and who else is in there? And yeah, I really enjoyed watching these. I think the first one's by far the better one. But I did still enjoy the other 2. Then we're moving into some DVD box sets. First up is a limited edition collector's box of all seasons of Buffy. This was a gift from my brother for my wife. It's a pretty cool set. It was missing season 3, so he got this for a bargain. But I completed the collection because I found season 3 somewhere else separately. And yeah, if you've never watched Buffy and you're kind of on the fence of, I don't know if I should watch it, it's kind of teeny drama vampires. It is exactly that, but it's pretty good. I really recommend it. And then because I got this, I had to go look and find Angel, the complete set, in a similar box set. I've never watched this, like any episode, but I had to just get the other one a friend, basically. And then I found at the thrift store and the original price tag is still on there of $20. It's still sealed. Season 1 of Broadchurch, and then I also found season 3 of Broadchurch, and I'm missing season 2, but I'm sure I'll find it eventually. I watched this entire show. It's one of my favorite shows of all time. It's really good. Season 1 especially. Season 2 is also really good. Season 3 is really good as well, but it's kind of separate from the first 2 seasons. If you've never watched it, it's David Tennant and Olivia Colman. They're both really good, and it's some of the greatest acting I've ever seen in a TV show. Jodie Whittaker is in this as well. Basically, like, the whole BBC British cast is in this TV show. It's really good. I really recommend it. And then in a thrift store, I found a collector's box. It is numbered. There's only 5,000 of this in the world. It's Tintin, or Kafia as I call it. I'm from Belgium, so Tintin is a big part of Belgian culture, of course. It's the one big thing with the Smurfs that Belgians made in media that made it big. It's all the movies, the animated movies, and the DVD cases look pretty cool. They got the original comic book art. Yeah, I got this for like $10, $10.50, and yeah, it's pretty cool. There's only 5,000 of them, and I've never watched any of the animated shows. I read some comics and I played some games, but I've never watched the movies, so I'm actually excited to watch them. Then I also found at a thrift store. Most of these are thrift finds, by the way. That's why there's not a lot of Blu-ray or 4K or recent releases. And yeah, that's just because I buy most of my stuff at thrift stores. But it's season 1 of The Following. This stars Kevin Bacon, Shawn Ashmore. I forget what the psychopath is called. James Purefoy. This is a really good show. Also very slept on. It's only got 3 seasons. If you've never watched it, definitely give it a watch. It's one of the most thrilling cop tries to find serial killer stories I've ever read. It's about like a cult and the leader of the cult, and yeah, it's just really good television, and I really recommend it. Then I found first 2 seasons of Psych. I've watched like never in order, but I've watched like a couple of episodes of that. Really enjoy it, and my wife really loves the show, and so I'll give that a watch eventually. And then I found a pretty cool DVD box of the first 3 Indiana Jones movies. Yeah, I love all the Indiana Jones movies. I've only watched the original 3, so I don't know if I should watch the newer ones or not. And then also a pretty cool box set. It's the original trilogy of Star Wars with a bonus disc as well. It's nothing too crazy, but it was a good find. And then also a good find is the Lord of the Rings trilogy, but the extended DVD editions. So they've all got this cool box set art with multiple discs. Yeah, and I found that also at a thrift store. It's amazing what you can find sometimes. For $12 was this box set. And that's pretty much all I got. It's kind of the highlights. I skipped a couple movies here and there that were maybe not that interesting. I'll try and do it more regularly so that maybe it isn't this much every time and I can just do it quickly. And yeah, there's a video coming up as well about game pickups, or maybe I uploaded that one first. I don't know. And I'm trying to think of like more and I'm also working about more not really reviews, but more like retrospective videos on movies and video games. So I'm kind of working on that and trying to upload more, basically. So yeah, give this video a like, subscribe to the channel if you want to see more of this, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.